What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 53 of the Average Aussies Premier League podcast. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, don't forget to give us a like, give us a follow, and give us a 5-star rating. Fellas, where can they find us on social media?
X.
Instagram.
Facebook.
TikTok. All right, let's go.
And a website.
That's right. I mentioned it the other week before we had a break, but www.averageaussies.com.au. Head over there. You'll find some blogs. You'll find some bits and pieces. You might even find some merch soon.
Ooh, yeah.
We got some stuff in the works, so
Fuck yeah.
let's get into it.
I know that it's very difficult to prepare who Australia play qualifying and everything to. Obviously, the European Federation is very strong, but when you look at some of those teams like Republic of Ireland, who they got playing for them, you know, like Scotland, they've got Wales, they've got 3, 4, 5 Premier League players, maybe a couple in other big divisions. Their worst players on the pitch might play championship level, which is fucking good.
Yeah.
And then Australia, but we don't just prove it in Asia, like we prove it on the World Cup stage too. Like, fuck, we're pretty good for who we got.
100%.
Like you've got fucking Mitch Duke was playing J-League 2
Yeah.
and he's scoring in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And Worldy's in the World Cup too.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I mean. Like, going back to our golden era, you had like just a few players playing in the Premier League and look how good we were.
And look
you know
at us
what I mean?
now. We don't have any.
That's what I mean. Imagine if we just got back to having a few players in the Premier League again. Like, I reckon we'd be right back in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're getting to the point where we are. Like,
There's a lot of youngsters. Like you've got Alex Robertson, I think his name, or Andrew. No, Alex Robertson at City. I think his dad's Andrew.
yeah. Sorry. How about that fucking weapon that just signed for Bayern Munich? We didn't talk about that.
Yep,
Irankunda.
from Adelaide United.
I don't watch A-League, obviously, because it was oblivious to me. Watched his highlights, and I was just like, my Lord. Not even impressed about the goals. Impressed about the celebrations. Like that stiff-legged back flip he does after 16 somersaults. That's impressive. Forget the world.
I see ACL potential there.
There's a lot of good youngsters coming through. And there's some good older heads like Jackson Irvine or Connor Metcalf. Like, they're not necessarily playing top division, but they're playing like Bundesliga 2, Championship,
and
Scottish Premiership. I know that gets sometimes a bit eyes rolled a bit, but it's not.
Still good.
It's Aussie spirit.
How good was Matty Ryan's save this morning, by the way? Was it this morning or yesterday? Did you?
It was this morning against Palestine.
Yeah. Did you see his save? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Big hands.
Won us the game.
Hands, yeah.
People will say Harry Sutar won us the game with the header, but I
No
reckon
way. Yeah. 100% Matty Ryan.
And even Matty Ryan, he's at Alkmaar.
Yeah.
Dutch division. So they're playing decent.
Yeah.
We
Well, they're all just
need
playing
we
good
just need
competitive
we need a sprinkling of that quality
Stars,
in big
And a
leagues.
sprinkling of Viduka, Kuhl.
That's exactly what we had back then. It was
Yeah.
the same sort of squad. You had guys playing in Scotland, guys playing in the Netherlands, a couple of guys in the Premier League, you know. But then you had Harry Kuhl,
Yeah.
who was arguably, if it wasn't for injuries, could have been fucking anything.
Yeah.
He could have been spoken about like Beckham.
Yeah.
He was when he was at Leeds.
Yeah.
But then injuries got the better of him. Like Viduka could have been, I think Barca wanted him when he went from Celtic to Middlesbrough. He just, you hear about him now, he was never football was almost like a...
That was his job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
he probably made a choice that, I'll just move down to England and get paid more than go to Barca. That was his decision.
100%.
But yeah, we need a sprinkling of that again. And it looks like it could be coming.
Well.
Talking about NSL Div 2.
Well, yeah, the A-League Div 2 would it be called? Yeah.
Is it 8 teams?
8, but they're looking at introducing 2 to 4 more.
Yeah, so there's 5 from New South Wales and 3 from Victoria. So far announced. Some big clubs in there, South Melbourne, Marconi.
That's so far that's announced, or there's obviously got to be more, hasn't there?
Yeah, I think that, as Jake said, I think it's 10 to 12 that they're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sydney Olympic, Sydney United.
Olympic.
Is it the one Zach used to play
Yeah,
for?
well, they're called Sydney 58 now or something.
Oh,
they used to be Sydney,
Croatian ones,
Croatia, yeah.
And then you got AP Leichhardt.
Yeah, AP Leichhardt, yeah.
Like, yeah, right.
they're like and it's good because I feel like a lot of Aussie football fans, like long-term Aussie football fans, felt. Obviously, there was a lot of issues with like hooliganism and crowd problems because a lot of the clubs were based on. There was ethnic divides in clubs and there was dramas and stuff and the old ASL, which was the Australian Soccer or whatever it was called Australian Soccer, whatever.
Australian Soccer League.
They didn't look after the game well.
No.
But then when the A League and the FFA came in 2005 or whatever it was, they pretty much went, all the old NSL clubs and stuff, see you later, too hard basket.
Yeah.
We want everything new. We want to get rid of the ethnic part of the game. But that put
Which
a lot
is
of
good
fans
and bad, yeah.
put a lot of fans offside.
Yeah, 100%.
So
And
it's
then just
really
died down.
nice. Yeah, it's really nice to have that because these clubs, like you're talking about teams like Marconi, who have a 40,000 like membership base.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like that's massive.
Massive, yeah.
And
100%.
they've got a stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
know
got like a
that,
10,000 seater
yeah.
stadium.
Yeah.
You know,
We played there. It was like under 10s Champions of Champions for fucking Kellyville Colts. We
Yeah,
was
right.
Fucking Marconi.
Got smashed
you-
17-2.
up.
I scored.
No goal.
No,
Up here, Leichhardt play at Leichhardt Oval.
Yeah,
and they have a like Italian massive fan base. South Melbourne were voted.
I think I found my team.
Yes.
South Melbourne were voted the Oceania Club of the Century.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, because that was obviously Ange.
Yeah, Ange was
that's where
there.
Ange
He
comes
coached
from,
there
yeah.
and stuff. So
And
there's
that's what you
history
want from it there, right?
100%.
Rather than
100%.
the A-League teams seem
100%.
very like,
Yeah, it's
like
built,
children
like, built.
design the
It's
logos.
a bit American.
Yeah, very American.
Yeah, like
I feel like
franchises.
they've
like,
stepped back from that a little bit. Like when they had like the North Queensland Fury bright green, like
Yeah.
that was it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick. Whereas now I feel like they've tried to be a little bit more.
But, like, that's 100%. Like, if they brought, like, say, Blacktown Rangers into it,
Parramatta Power.
like, I'd go and watch. You'd go and watch it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, like, they're, like, in the FFA Cup or whatever. Or they are. I mean, they do go in it. but,
Imagine
like,
if there was a team at fucking Penrith.
Yeah, that's what I
I'd
mean.
fucking go all the time.
I don't know about Penrith. Fuck Penrith.
Yeah, true.
I'd go
Hawks.
the
Just
other
talking
way.
about a local stadium.
I'd go the other way.
Okay,
I've
I've had dreams. I've had dreams of going to Richmond Oval and watching. Like,
That's what I mean.
How
Imagine
good
like
would that
Colo
be?
Cougars or something like that.
I wouldn't give a fuck if they're in the 4th division.
No, you'd
No.
go.
How good would it be?
That's what I mean, and that's why England have such like
Yeah.
passionate, like thick fan bases. Not thick like as intense, but like strong, like rooted,
some.
like fan bases because they play these teams, and like those games fucking matter. Like it's not like just a gimmick comp. It's like you have somewhere to go. Like if you win
Yep.
this comp, you're going up, and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like fuck, I'd go and watch my team if it's like
Yeah.
if Colo are like in a battle for playoffs to go to like the second division of the A League. I'd be like all over that.
Is
you
it
know what I
is
mean?
it coming?
It is,
that
but
what
the
this
only,
is doing?
The big issue of Australia is the tyranny of distance. I think it's the second longest or the longest domestic trip in world football is Perth Glory to Wellington Phoenix.
Yeah.
Could they do like what America does and put them in little?
I think they'd have
They
to.
Conferences?
have to.
They'd have
they
to.
even do that in England. Like you've got like
Yeah, they get to a
before
point,
You get to League
yeah.
2, it's South.
Yeah, where-
North,
Well,
South.
there's conference
where-
national.
Yeah.
There's
Where
5
City will
divisions
go.
that are nationwide.
Yeah.
And then after that, it goes down into Conference North, Conference South, and then it breaks out from there. And they'd have to do that in Australia. I don't think we could support more than 2 national divisions.
No.
And then after that, it'd have to drop down into.
Yeah.
But then you come into an issue of, is it a straight swap? Like if there's 12 teams in the second division, and then you have like 2 get relegated. Let's say that there's only 2 teams from West Australia in the second division, and they're the relegated ones. Is it a straight swap for West Aussie ones, so they still have someone in there, or is it whoever did good, and then suddenly it's dominated by 10 New South Wales teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue that they've had in the
Yeah,
past.
yeah, that's the hardest thing
Yeah.
that they're going
And
to
then
face.
you look at AFL in Melbourne, NRL in Sydney. Like you've got all these fucking teams, and then
Yeah, it's dominated
the
by
divide.
certain states.
Well, is it-
and whatnot.
I think people that are our age forget that, it was the fucking VFL.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
New
yeah.
South Wales Rugby League, and then like they went like for fucking ever, and then they went, what we should do? We should expand, and that we're probably at the same point in the A League. Although that it started out as a truly national comp, now it's starting to. My problem always with the A League was it was like it tried to appeal more to Australian sports fans,
Yeah.
Yeah,
than
it was never
did
to football
fans.
fans. Yeah, it's exactly
And
right.
it put a lot of people off. But now that they've gone, you know what? No, promotion relegation.
You get rid of the
teams that
salary
don't
cap too.
feel
I'm pretty sure that's got to go.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a stipulation from FIFA or whatever.
it was
Yeah.
from the AFC.
Yep.
Yeah, but that come
Or
from
maybe
higher
FIFA
up.
too. Yeah,
it come
yeah,
from FIFA. It was like if you want to be
Yeah.
recognised as one of
Yeah.
the leagues,
Because
you
FIFA
have
want
to.
more cash, right?
Yeah, you have to abolish it.
And that was bound to happen.
Salary
Like
cap.
it's the world game for a reason. If you play it the way it's meant to be played, the fans will come.
100%.
Especially the
There's,
multicultural Australia.
Soccer/football has always been the highest participation sport in Australia, but it hasn't changed into viewership for a multitude of reasons.
And-
But if they wanted to, like we play it, we watch the Premier League. You don't make it like the Premier League, but make it like world football.
Yeah.
Give us promotion, relegation. Give us tradition and history. Like
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
give us a fucking flown in Americanized franchise.
Designed in a
but-
boardroom.
And
Yeah.
everyone says
Yeah.
in Australia, oh, but finals, like, what's the point? Like, if you don't play finals, and it's like, well, that's the whole idea of the cup competitions.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
the glory of the cup.
And it
being,
works.
Like, the team on
Yeah.
the day
Yeah.
that wins.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
the whole idea of first past the post, in my opinion, is probably the better one because
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't
work
give a
all
fuck
season.
if, yeah,
Like,
I
you know
wouldn't
what
care
mean?
if the A-League cut the finals.
No, 100%.
and push the FFA
much,
Cup more.
I would much prefer
Yeah.
them to cut
Yeah.
finals because
Yeah.
I can guarantee it would then amplify the cup. Because
it would.
Everyone would be like, oh, finals, like you know what I
shit,
mean?
we
You've
gotta
got to
win.
play
Yeah.
to get the finals. It's pure knockout.
It's like that age-old thing where they go, how do you watch football? It ends 1-0. That's not exciting. Well, I can tell you right now, watching your team score a 90th minute winner is 100 times more exciting than watching a game of league where it's 8 tries to 2.
We've always said that. And like
You
you,
know,
can have a
like-
0-0 that is one of the most enthralling games.
Exactly.
I've watched. Like,
It leaves you on the
don't
edge of
get
the
me-
seat.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You can have 0-0s that are fucking
Oh, of
terrible,
course, of
but-
course.
The Matildas, I think, got a lot of non-football fans on side.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Like I was speaking to
100%,
people at
yeah.
work, being like, "Do you get it now?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, I
Do you
loved
understand?
it.
Yeah.
Loved it."
The
I remember-
passion, the excitement.
Yeah.
Like,
This-
fuck.
I don't know
Trying to
what,
explain a
what is
penalty
it, eh?
shootout at
Like,
the
what is
pub.
it about football? Like that?
I think
that
because
does that to people?
it's 90 minutes, but you might only get a moment.
Yeah.
That's what it is to me. Like if you watch a game,
That's right.
don't get me wrong, I like cricket, I like league. I used to not mind AFL and Union, but lately I don't really
Yeah,
give 2 fucks.
yeah.
But anyway, I watch them, I enjoy them, but
We're sports fans.
Yeah.
we're sports fans, but football is, in its beauty is one fucking moment.
Yeah.
And you sit there on the edge of your seat for 90 minutes, like just
That's what.
And then it happens.
The emotion of the 90
and
minutes.
that is what makes
Yeah.
it better
Or you even
than
ha-
other sports.
You have the moment, and then you're sitting there for the rest of the 90 minutes, just like
Exactly.
gripping your seat, being
Exactly.
like, hold on.
There's
like,
a lot of theatre to it. I think
I'm about to go to work.
the hour leading up to the game, where you see your lineup.
Yeah.
Also, no other real sports have that.
Yeah,
where you
that's
got,
true.
and then you're on the edge of your seat at kickoff because you want to feel the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Within the first 5 minutes, you know
That's a
sometimes
good one,
whether you're
the
going to
lineup.
lose.
The
Yeah,
lineup, because like
You're right.
sometimes
Oh, what
like
the fuck?
I'll be waiting like for the game, and like you're scrolling through Instagram, you obviously get
Yeah.
your team on Instagram, and they throw up the lineup with 30 minutes to go, and you're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on here? Like,
Yeah.
why are these people playing?
It's
and
all
then
the
they throw
theatre.
out this like, and then you've got the whole idea of formations, like
Yeah.
the ability
Yeah.
to be tactical.
Yeah.
Like
It's got it all.
It's got a lot of moving parts.
and the
football.
last one I was going to mention is substitutions because you can't put them back on.
No, yeah.
So
Yeah, they're very
it's-
important.
It's almost a game within a game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I
Everything
would-
about it. Yeah.
I would liken it to a test match in cricket in a sense that, yeah, like there's big runs scored, lots of wickets, but it's a 5-day slog of waiting for those moments.
Yeah.
And and it's edge
gotta
of the
take
sheet
'em,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Comes these
and
subs, and then you got to declare.
well, and football's similar in that
Yeah.
sense.
Now
you know,
that
people go, test cricket's boring, football is boring. It's like, well, you
Yeah.
don't get it.
Now that we've just fleshed that
watch
idea
both.
out, maybe I think I get it now. Like, because I've always thought, like, what's so special? Like, why have I just been so attracted to football? Like, considering I come from a league background as a kid, and like, I love cricket, I love sport, I
Yeah.
love just
Yeah.
like, I will watch any sport. Give it to me, like
Yeah.
raw and wriggling, I will watch it.
Yep.
but like football is like it's different to me. It's not just a sport. Like
it's
who
like-
would know?
like fucking
Like how
Coke.
like carry on that I get, or like we all get. Like
You
when,
let it
know,
rule your life.
yeah,
From
like
fucking May to
100%.
August. Honestly,
Like,
August
and
to
if something
May.
goes wrong and people are giving you shit, like it feels like someone's insulting my
Personally
family.
attacking
Yeah,
you.
my
Yeah.
family.
Fucking
It's
damn
like,
straight.
what are you doing? Like, and
Yes.
I've always wondered, but now we've unpacked it. It's like, well, there's a lot of fucking moving parts of football that make it
The
super
beautiful
interesting.
game.
You said it, the theatre.